In this demo, you will learn how to configure printers and add them to end-user workstations.
The first part of the demonstration will take a look at how to use the Administrator panel to show the status of the printer service, as well as using the Message Center to display instructions for adding printers to clients. The first screen is the Login panel for accessing the Administrator panel. Once you have successfully logged, you will need to select the Go to Administrator Panel button to access the Administrator panel. The Administrator panel shows the status of various services running in the SmartCube. As you can see, the Print Services shows a status of running as well as the number of printers configured. Selecting the Add Printer to a Workstation item from the Message Center will display the steps that need to be followed for adding a printer to the client workstation. This message is added to the Message Center each time a new printer is added. This portion of the demonstration shows how to install the IBM Smart Business Quick Start on the client. Installing the Quick Start program also installs the Printer Setup utility in the workstation. All users must install the Quick Start client before using other SmartCube applications. First, click the Download Instructions link on the IBM Smart Business Quick Start page. This will open another window for further details on the Quick Start application. Click Download Now to save the application on your workstation. Once the installer has been downloaded to the client, it can be installed. Double-click on the installation icon. When prompted, select the language and then select the Go button. When the welcome screen is displayed, click on the Next button. The summary screen displays the install folder and size of the application. Click on the Install button to continue with the installation. At this point, the installer will copy files to the client, set up the program group, and desktop icons. When the installation is complete, a final message will be displayed. Click on the Done button to exit the installer. Once Quick Start has been installed, IBM Smart Business Launch can be used to set up printers on the client. Double-click on IBM Smart Business Launch to open the IBM Smart Business Launch folder. Double-click on the Printer Setup utility to set up printers from the IBM SmartCube onto the client. Note, this utility will also run automatically at the end of the installation of IBM Smart Business Quick Start. Also note that this utility needs to be run every time a printer is added or removed from the IBM SmartCube. Setup of printers requires a validated user ID and password on the SmartCube. Once they have been entered, the print drivers will be downloaded from the SmartCube to the client. Once the Printer Setup utility is finished, a new icon will be displayed in the IBM Smart Business Launch folder for each printer installed. Now that connections to IBM Smart Business printers have been installed on the client workstation, it is possible to print from applications on the client to those printers. Notice that an entry is displayed for the IBM Smart Business printer in the Printer and Faxes folder of the client workstation. Status information can be displayed for the printer just as if it were a locally attached printer. Printing to an IBM Smart Business printer is as simple as printing to any other printer attached to the client workstation. Status for the print request can be displayed through the client workstation control panel functions. depending on how busy the printer is and how many requests are queued up. The print request may also show up in the IBM Smart Business Administrator panel printer interface.
That concludes the demo. This video gave you an overview of printer support on IBM Smart Business. You should now be able to configure and add printers to end-user workstations using IBM Smart Business.